For those of you who are just joining us, we've been discussing how God made you, sister, more irresistible, more unforgettable to a man than what he made himself. A man's mind is always on you, sister, in some shape, form, or fashion. His thoughts are all about you. A man thinks about being with a woman every day, throughout the day. A man's mind is geared towards women more than anything else, which means you don't have to do all of the things that you try to do to get a man's attention, sister. You have never not had a man's attention. The thought of a woman is more continuous than his thoughts about sports, cars, religion, or God himself. It is you, my sister, who dominates the thoughts of a man. You occupy the mind space. You occupy the mental energy more than any other subject. Be it his past experiences with a woman, or his recent experiences and encounters with a woman, or his potential future endeavors with a woman, the hopes of making the right connection with you at a later date. He thinks about you much more than he thinks about his career. He thinks about you much more than he thinks about his creator. Welcome to Hashtag Relationships, where today we're going to discuss when the right man is ready to get it right with God. See, sister, inherently, as I mentioned, a man is constantly thinking about you, but his greatest fear is not getting it right with God. And so this places him at a very tricky position. And by tricky, I mean he can't get it right with God if he can't get it right with you. And consequently, he can't get it right with you if he can't seem to get it right, or at least give every effort to get it right with God first. Sister, you don't have to do all that you do to get his attention. You have never not had our attention. So let me tell you, unless no one has ever told you, let me tell you what a man is really looking for. What he's looking to get from you is actually this. He's looking for something that money can't buy. I'll say it again. The right man is looking to get from you the very thing that money can't buy. So now the question becomes, what are you prepared to offer the right man when he shows up? Keep in mind, Eve offered Adam something that God never intended for either of them to share. So you have to be careful, sister, not to offer the right man the wrong thing. The question is not, is he right for you? The question is, are you ready for him when he's ready for you? As a rule, when a man is ready, the time is right. And when he's ready, he becomes more symbolic. So this is how you know he's ready. He becomes more symbolic. And the word symbol basically means something that represents or stands for something else. Then the question becomes, what do you symbolize to him? You know that a man is ready when entertaining strange women becomes a turnoff to him instead of a turn on. You know that he's ready when he is disinterested in telling the same old tired stories, using those same old tired lines on many, many different women. You know that he's ready because the term wife symbolizes something different to him. And since we are symbolic creatures and everything symbolizes something, let me give you an example. The car that he drives is symbolic of something. The clothes that he wears, his style of dress is symbolic of something. And the women, for example, that, let's say, a pimp, the women that a pimp entertains symbolizes that he is a pimp. So when a man is ready, his symbolism shifts, and this shift changes his intentions for you, my sister. So at this point, you as his wife is symbolic of his maturity. As his wife, you are a symbol of his ability to focus. You symbolize his discipline. You are symbolic of his ability to commit. You are a symbol, as his wife, of his stability, his spirituality and growth. You are a symbol of his patience. And ultimately, sister, you are a symbol of his purpose and his lifelong desire to get it right with God, which in turn speaks to his desire and his effort to getting it right with you. The Proverbs says it like this in 18:22. Proverbs says, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing. But it's the second part that I want you to focus on. It says, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor with God. Guys, I'm only here to help because I want for you what I want for myself. I want you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live a life of longevity and one of fulfillment. But above all these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings. I hope this information has been the least bit helpful to you. I've certainly enjoyed sharing it. I am looking forward to your response. And as always, my name is Jay Jackson.